Math Plus, where math makes sense. In today's video, we will be multiplying decimals. This is a your turn video, a practice video, where you get to show what you know. There is a lesson video. The link is above. Go ahead and click that if you haven't watched it yet, and that video will show you how to multiply those decimals. Then come back and you have 5 decimal equations that you can work out and use all the skills that you just learned in the lesson video. You can turn off your video, work out the equation, and then come out back and we'll do it together. We have 4 times 2.3. Whenever we multiply, we can put them in any order. We want to put the bigger number at the top, okay? 2.3, and then we can put the 4 right here. Remember when we added and subtracted decimals, we had to line up the decimal. You don't have to worry about that. This is just like a regular multiplication problem. And now I'm going to multiply. 4 times 3 is 12. Carry the 1. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1. This is the part that you have to remember. The scoop is here to remind you. What we're doing is we're finding all the decimals, right? And we're going to see how many place values. We scoop. We only have one scoop. There are no decimals on the other number. So we just put 1 here. And that's it. 9 and 2/10. Go ahead and solve this equation. Come back and we'll do it together. I went ahead and wrote the equation into the grid just to save a little bit of time. Now we're going to multiply one number at a time. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 1 is 6. Now one of the things I like to do is change the color of my pen or my pencil, and it just helps you keep everything in order. Because now we're going to multiply the second digit. Because it's in the tens place, we're going to put a holder here, right? And then we have 4 times 2 is 8, and 4 times 1 is 4. The reason I like to change the color, one of the biggest reasons, is if I start adding, carrying numbers up here, I can stick with the same color. It gets really confusing if you're doing complicated problems. It gets really confusing when you have too many numbers up there. So this way it helps you keep everything in order. So we have our 0, 8 plus 6 is 14. See, now I'm putting one up there, and that's 5. How many places? How many scoops? Well, here's my decimal. I'm going to go scoop, scoop. It goes in 2 places, and the answer is 5 and 4/10. Or you can keep the 0 there and say 40 hundredths. Your turn. 32 hundredths times 61 hundredths. Work it out and then come back. Everything is written out on the grid. 32 hundredths times 61 hundredths. Now we're going to multiply. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3. We're going to put a 0 here because we're going to start multiplying in our tens place. 6 times 2 is 12. And 6 times 3 is 18 plus 1 is 19. Let's scoop. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So our decimal goes here, and our answer is 1,920 10,000ths. Our equation is 47 times 325 thousandths. Work it out, come back. Our next equation is 47 times 325 thousandths. Go ahead and work that out, and then come back. Now I'm going to write my decimal on the top because it's the longer digit, right? It has more digits. And I'm going to put the shorter digits at the bottom. That doesn't mean they're bigger. It just means there's more digits, okay? It's just easier to put the digit that has less places on the bottom. We're going to start with 7 times 5, 35. 7 times 2 is 14, plus 3 is 17. And 7 times 3 is 21 plus 1, that's 22. I did change my color. I'm multiplying this number that's in the tens place. So that means I'm going to put my first answer here in the tens place. I'm going to put a placeholder here just so I don't get confused. Now I have 4 times 5. It's 20. It's a good thing I'm using blue because now I have another number up here that I have to carry. 4 times 2 is 8. plus 2 is 10. And 4 times 3 is 12, plus 1 is 13. Now I'm going to add these together. It's 5, 7, 2, 5, and 1. That's a big number, but we have to remember our decimals, and we had a decimal right here. We're going to scoop. 1, 2, 3. Now it doesn't matter which way you scoop. There's 3 decimal places there, and we're going to bring it in 3 places here in the answer. The answer is 15 and 275 thousandths. This is a big one. Remember, you can put that bigger number, the one with more digits at the top and the number with less digits at the bottom. Actually, it's not a bigger number. It just has more digits. Come back when you're finished. All right, we're all set up. I put the number with more digits at the top. Let's make sure we see those decimals, because when I scoop, I don't want to make a mistake, okay? So we're going to work with this one first. 2 times 1, 2 times 4, 2 times 5 is 10. I'm going to have to carry that 1 over here. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. I'm going to change my color. Now we're going to do the tens place. 8 times 1, and I can even underline that to remind me what I'm doing here. 8 times 4 is 32, so I put a 2 here and a 3 here. 8 times 5 is 40 plus 3, so there's my 3, and there's my 4. 8 times 3 is 24, plus 4 is 28. This is going to be a big number. And I'm going to change my color again. This was your bonus challenge one. If you got this one right, I think you understand. Now we're going to do the 3, right? So I'm going to the hundreds place, so I put 2 zeros just to hold my place so I don't get confused. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 4 is 12. And again, if you need to underline, whatever you need to do to stay on top. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 1 is 16. And 3 times 3 is 9, plus that 1. Now we're going to add this up. You can keep the same color, it's fine. We have a 2, 16, that one's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 9 plus 6 is 15. And 1. Now, how many do we scoop? We have 1 decimal here. 1, 2, 3. And then 1. So that makes 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 135. 2,662 10,000ths. That was a big one. If you're struggling with your multiplication, this was probably hard. I went ahead and put a link to a multiplication workbook in the description. Get that workbook or get one someplace else and practice. You can also practice by finding free games on the internet. Make sure you're really strong with your multiplication. If you can't multiply whole numbers, you're going to have trouble with multiplying decimals. So make sure you're strong in that. I also put a worksheet that you can click the link and it will have more practice on just multiplying decimals. So go, you know what you know, and you know what you don't know. So it's up to you to get those resources to help you.